humming that song? It's been stuck in my head all day because of you.
Well, you're not the one currently paying for an audience, dear. Sorry I'm trying to drown out the noise for you.
I feel really good about this one, honey. You haven't been late in months. It has to mean something.
Don't get your hopes up or mine. We've played this game now for 3 years. I don't know if it'll ever happen for us.
Well, I'm not giving up on little Mark Jr. yet. Got a lot riding on him being the greatest football star this Holly's ever seen.
Who's to say we won't have the smartest, prettiest girl this side of the Mississippi?
See what's her mama? She has no chance of being anything less.
It's really okay, dear. It's not the first time we've been through this, and it probably won't be the last. We've taken enough pregnancy tests we could build a Lincoln Log City out of them.
Well, we'll just have to keep adding to it until we get a baby instead. Go sit down, honey. It's been a long week. I'll make you some tea.
I should be the one making you tea. Your company's under fire for spilling coal dust into half the town's well water.
Tonight's not about me or my stupid work stuff. It's about us as a family. I'll put the kettle on. Go rest, honey. You know, I still find it kind of disturbing you've been reading my nanny's diary for 2 weeks straight. I just don't know how she'd feel about you poking around her business like that.
Your mom was pretty adamant that there was some old family recipe that helped your nanny conceive all 5 of her boys. I'm just getting around to the year your Uncle Luke was born.
Yeah, I know exactly what that old family recipe is, and it's the exact same thing we've been trying for almost 4 years now.
Ha ha. If nothing else, it's been nice to see someone else have the same struggles as us. Maybe it'll be nice to see her overcome it too, however it may be.
Well, if you're really that curious, Uncle Luke was born in June, which means he would have been conceived in October. So go ahead and skip to there. That must be where this old family fertility recipe is.
You know, it's funny how many generations of our families went to the same church every Sunday. She's talking about my grandma right now, making the best chicken pot pie every week for their luncheon. She says it's only gotten better since she's gotten pregnant again. Your poor nanny's being tortured watching all these other women in the community have children except her. See, this is valuable for me to read. Your nanny gets our situation more than anyone.
That's how all that diary is. Entries about everyone's luncheon recipes and how many other women are getting knocked up.
Just between detailed paragraphs about her and her poppy sex life.
That's not funny. That's my nanny you're talking about. Just keep reading then, you freak.
But seriously, there were some pretty horrible things happening in the town around this time. Men were dying left and right in mining accidents. Women were dying from fertility issues. The war was also going on, which was killing the men overseas. Your nanny was attending more funerals than weddings and births combined.
Well, you know this mountain ain't an easy place to live, especially back then. Let's just be grateful that our grandparents lived as long as they did and that most of their kids grew up to live long and happy lives.
I guess your radical optimism is one way of looking at this bleak time. I mean, your nanny should be coming up pregnant any day now, which will make things a whole lot better.
Well, what am I here for if not to be your radical force of optimism?
Wait, she's actually having a conversation now with my grandma about how she got so lucky with her babies. Oh, wow. This must be really out there because my grandma is telling her to come over that evening to discuss her secrets of fertility.
I don't ever want to hear you use those words about our grandparents ever again.
Hey, you said it first, weirdo. Okay, I'm skipping to their little rendezvous later. Okay, she's just gotten over to my grandma's house. She's telling my papa to watch the kids outside on the porch for a few minutes so that the ladies can talk. Okay, they're leaving the ladies alone now. What the hell?
What? Never seen you look like this before. Or say hell. This has to be some sort of joke. My nanny would never believe such nonsense.
Mark, your mother gave me this journal specifically for the cure to infertility your nanny and her used. I don't understand what she's playing at with this. Your nanny is not going into the woods doped up on some weird tea to talk to the Virgin Mary. This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why your mother would fabricate this journal as a sick joke on us. I've read months of your nanny's life in this thing. I just don't understand why she would give this to me. It's cruel.
It's not like her to be so cruel to us like this. She's been our #1 supporter through it all. Just keep reading. There's no way my nanny's fallen for this folktale nonsense.
I cannot believe my grandma said anything like this. There's no way she would ever believe this nonsense. Mark, there's no way this journal is from your nanny. It doesn't make any sense. She's actually attempting to see the Virgin Mary, or whatever this is right now.
You've been reading this journal for days. It's correlated with my nanny's life perfectly up until this point. I just don't understand why she would believe in this, or why your grandma would tell her to try it. It has to be some sort of sick jokes the other ladies are playing on her.
Okay, she brought the tea out to the woods behind the church where that little creek is. She's drinking it. She says it tastes awful. This is going to be horrible if the other ladies pop out and scare her like this while she's desperate enough to try something like this. Her head is starting to spin and she thinks she hears voices. Gosh, these ladies must be ready to pop out and scare her. Okay, this is weird. She says she hears a baby crying. She's trying to find where the noise is coming from in her drugged up state. Oh my gosh!
What? What's happening?
Mark, she's seeing the Virgin Mary. There's no way this is actually happening. She has to be high out of her mind. And the other ladies are dressed up to make fun of her or something. I don't know. Mark, there's something seriously wrong with what's happening right now. The person, thing, or Virgin Mary is telling her she can have a baby, and it's giving her conditions to this conception.
What if this is real, Lydia?
What?
I mean, think about it. Every woman in that journal has been so weird and secretive about how they were finally able to have babies after having trouble getting pregnant for so long. The same goes for you. Then one day, one of the women they're close with lets them in on this secret. My mom gave you that journal to give you our secret family recipe, and I think this is it. This could be our sign from God, actually our help from God in starting our family.
Do you even hear yourself? I don't know what was going on in the 40s for your nanny to have attempted something like this and got high enough to hallucinate a holy figure helping her conceive a child, but I am not dumb enough to believe this. I graduated first of our class from high school, and I was the first person in my family to graduate college, which I did with honors. I'm not desperate enough to believe some backwoods folktale just because I want a family.
But I am, Lydia. Why else would my mom have given us this journal if she hadn't believed in it herself? I'll bet that within the next few weeks, my nanny will be pregnant. And how else would she miraculously overcome her fertility issues if not from the help of God himself? It cannot be a coincidence that she gets pregnant right after seeing this figure in the woods. Keep reading.
Okay. Her next entry is a week later. She says she's been getting nauseous in the morning and she's been extra tired doing her chores throughout the day.
What are you skipping around for? You could be missing something.
Well, Mark, I'm not going to believe she's pregnant until she misses a period, and I'll give it to your nanny. She's got a very consistent cycle and makes sure to track it every month, which is why I skipped there.
Right, it's totally not weird to hear about my nanny's menstrual cycle.
But it was totally normal to hear about her hallucinating in the woods and seeing visions from God.
Can you just keep reading?
That's what I'm trying to do, Mark. But you interrupted me, Mark. Okay. Here's around when she should be starting her cycle. She's officially late, but that doesn't mean anything.
We already figured out that this is when my Uncle Luke was conceived, so she's definitely pregnant, Lydia. Let's talk to my mom about this. I'm sure she wouldn't have given us this journal for no reason.
Fine, Mark. Let's call your mom and debunk all this madness once and for all.
So you really aren't going to tell me more about what my mom told you about this ritual?
She was insistent that no men know what goes on during the ritual. I told you all I could tell you, hon.
All I know is that me, basically every other man in this town, were conceived after our moms talked to this Virgin Mary, and that if we leave the town for too long, we're sure to meet our deaths. What I don't understand is, why aren't women conceived this way? Why can't we leave the town?
If I had all the answers, dear, I would tell you, but your mom only told me what to expect during the ritual. The rest Mary will tell me, or won't tell me. We'll know more once we've experienced this madness ourselves.
I just still don't understand why I can't know more. I'm a pretty big part of having this baby, too.
I never said you weren't, but childbearing is one thing that women get to experience by themselves. It's the one thing we have control over. Which is why I assume this is such a secret to the fathers.
Alright. Let's go over the plan one more time. I'll drive you to the edge of the woods where you're going to drink the tea and talk to this Virgin Mary. I'll be waiting by the car, and when you come back, we'll go home and come seal the deal.
That's the plan, except maybe for that last part. I may be too doped up on funny tea by the time I come back from the woods. Let's get the tea ready. I'm starting to get nervous about this whole thing.
There's no reason to be nervous. There's nothing scary about the good Lord.
Nothing scary at all. Couldn't they have come up with a better tasting dope tea for this ritual?
Do not be afraid, child, for you have found favor with God. What is it you seek tonight in this cold wood?
I want a baby. I want to start a family.
A baby is what you seek. Of your own womb? How long have you wanted to conceive, child? How much do you wish to hold your own babe in your arms, to suckle him from your breast?
I've tried for years. I want this more than anything.
I can give you what you seek. I can give you a son from your womb. But I require something in return, child.
I will do whatever you want. Just give me a child, please.
My terms are few, but your son must remain here for his entire life. He cannot leave to live anywhere else. His soul will be tied to this land. When he is grown, he will work to uncover the mountains around us, for there is a divine prophecy. These sacred mountains cover what will enact the judgment. Every babe born through me has the holiest of purposes in this divine prophecy. They will all rise to heaven during the judgment, along with their mothers who trust in me. You must help him see this through. Do you promise?
I promise he will help lead us home.
I will wash you clean in preparation for your babe. What will you name your babe when he is born?
I will name him Gabriel after the angel who brought you the good news of a baby.
Gabriel Williams. What a perfect name for such a holy babe. Take that book beside you and write his name with the list of other souls who will rise during the judgment. Lest I forget your perfect babe when the day comes. You shall have what you seek. The Holy Spirit will come upon you.
Well, looks like I might be getting a raise if all this mountaintop removal stuff goes well. Maybe we could get a bigger house to fit at least 5 babies.
Honey, I haven't even given birth to one yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves just because you'll be making good money. Besides, my limit is 3 children.
I'm sure little Gabriel would love to have at least 4 other siblings running around here. Besides, I want to start my own football team with just my sons on the roster. See? He's excited about that already.
Who's to say we'll only have sons? I hope the next 2 will be beautiful little girls.
I would love to have some baby girls too. I think the more children the better, no matter the gender. Are you okay, honey? Should I go get you something?
No, it's fine. Just as he's getting bigger, the kicking starts to hurt. He's using my insides as a punching bag in there.
I'm so glad we're getting to start a family together, Lydia. This is everything we've ever wanted. And our baby boy is going to be absolutely perfect.
I'm glad to be starting a family with you too, Mark. Gabriel will be absolutely perfect.
Hello? Oh, hey, Donnie. Yeah, I'm just at home with Lydia. Okay. Yeah, I can come in. Sure. What's going on? Okay, slow down. I can be there in 15 minutes or less, man. Okay. Alright. Bye. I'll see you in a minute. I'm sorry, honey. Something's going on at the mines. They need me to come into work right now.
What? It's Sunday. You don't work on Sundays.
I'm sure someone just messed up all my hard work on the electrical systems last week. Look, Donnie didn't say. He just told me I have to get there right now. I'm sure it's nothing. Once I get there, I'll call and I'll let you know when I'll be home. I love you, dear.
I love you too. Don't leave me without any news. I'll put dinner on at 6 like I usually do.
I'll make sure you get news. If not from me, I'll tell Linda at the desk to give you a call. Bye, honey.